Welcome to the lesson on using formulas in search. In this lesson, we will create a simple row-wise formula inside a search. Then, we will use an aggregation function to build a formula, and then use it in a search. Finally, we will make use of nested formulas, and then use them in a search. Consider this example. A business analyst might want to quickly estimate how sales would change after a price increase, calculate gross margin using profit and sales values, or analyze how increasing costs could affect overall margins. Instead of modifying the underlying data model, these calculations can be created directly within the search using formulas. Go to the Search Data section. Let's search for sales by item type. We'll switch to the table view to see the tabulated results. In the Data panel, click Add and then select Formula. Inside the formula editor, we see the available formula functions in the panel on the right. The functions are grouped into categories, and once a function is selected, we are shown a description and the necessary syntax. First, let's give the formula a name. We'll call it Sales Increase by 20%. Since our example is a simple mathematical formula, we can enter it in the formula definition window. Let's type sum of sales multiplied by 1.2. Note that if our formula spanned multiple lines, we could enter in Windows or the return key in a Mac to create a new line. With the formula entered, the message at the bottom of the editor changes to green and reads Formula is ready to save, confirming the syntax is valid. We finish by clicking Save. Our new column appears in the search bar and in the results section. In the Data Source panel, we can view all of the formulas created. You can edit existing formulas as well. The formulas created inside of searches or saved answers are only available in that particular search or answer. However, formulas created in a model can be used in any search created from that model. Let's open an answer and look at a common use case involving aggregation. Whenever our search result combines rows, our formula will get aggregated automatically. For example, if we search using a category like department, the results will be grouped or aggregated into that category. The default aggregation can be changed by the ThoughtSpot administrator. But we can also change it for an answer using the drop-down list in the applicable column header of the search result. When we're using division in our formula, and the search is aggregated like this, we will have to ensure that order of operations is accurate to get the result we expect. So let's create a formula that is the sum of profits divided by the sum of sales. We'll set the display as %. The formula totals the profits for all rows and then divides that by the total sales for all rows, returning an average gross margin. Let's look at another example. As we have said, the net effect of adding a formula is that it acts as if a column were added to the original data set. Because of this, we can use nested formulas. So, we can create a formula that we'll call cost, and we'll use sales minus gross profit to calculate it. Now let's look at how our previous margins would have been affected by the impact of increased cost on our margin. In this case, we'll create another that uses our cost formula. We can enter the formula as the sum of sales minus 1.2 times the sum of costs, where cost is the result from our previous formula, divided by the sum of sales. The results update, showing us the data derived from using one formula inside another.